All right there. Wow. Actually people here. Yeah, it was good fun, wasn't it, man? Good fun stream. Absolutely peculiar comments. You know, this stuff has followed me around for my whole life, and I'm going to get into it a little bit today. And it's got a lot to do with what's happened with my stream over the last few days as well. But we're going to play a bit of music. I'm going to get a cup of tea on, and we'll be going. All right. So as soon as the cup of tea is done, I'll drain the music out, and we'll get on with it. It's lovely to see some familiar faces. Nice to see some friends. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away when someone says the content will be much the same. I'm just not calling it a nationalist channel because I don't want the target on my back. The key phrase there is the content will be much the same. I mean, what is this? Am I a rock and roll band? Is this like Echo and the Bunnymen one day saying, yeah, we're changing our name to the Shapeshifting Goons? And all their fans went, no, you grifter. No, I always knew you were a cunt. Yeah, but we're going to be making the same music. Fucking cunt. It's like, what? Really? Really? And some of the people who've said that have blown me away. Like high ranking, really disappointing. But you know, this is life. What do expectations give you? Disappointment. If you have expectations, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. And one thing is true. One thing will always be true. That humans will let you down. Humans will let you down. It will happen. It will happen again and again and again. Deadbeat Chess, thank you very much for that super chat. You can't be giving super chats now because now I haven't got the nationalist target on my back. I'm a grifter. But when I did, I was a grifter. So when I overtly called myself a grifter, I was a nationalist. I was a grifter. But now I'm not calling myself a nationalist. I'm a grifter. So it's either very, very dumb thinking on these people or personal. I think it's probably a bit of both. Anyway, thank you, Deadbeat Chess. You've always supported this channel. Much appreciated. Let's get this music on. I hope I've got the sound sorted, or this is going to be the usual embarrassment. I'm only going to make a cup of tea. See you in a minute. Tell me you can hear that. That's not on mute, you lie. Agister, you're banned. Thank you, Marzipan. Oh, that's right. The music's still playing. I know that this light isn't going to make much of a difference at the moment, but it might when it gets a bit dark in a minute. Good Lord. I just want to say, and this is really, don't worry. This whole stream isn't going to be about this very surprising drama. I'm blown away by this drama. I didn't think I thought everyone would be like, oh yeah, that makes sense, or oh, I never thought about it like that. Anyway, move on. I honestly peculiar, but anyway, this stream is not going to be filled with conversation about that. There's plenty of other things to talk about, but we'll certainly address a couple of things. Like, and I don't want to name anyone, but I'm talking people who are like top 10, like every one of you would know their name, who said in the conversation, you can fuck off, or words to that effect. And I'm just like, wow. The content will be much the same, and I just want to show you something. I just want to show you. Lovely. That's lovely. I just want to show you something. How have I got to do this? Right, let's get Twitch sorted. I hope Rags hasn't abandoned ship, or who's going to look after Twitch? I had 39 people having a little poke around over on Twitch the other day. There he is. Look at the boy Rags in there, him and Marzipan having their having a couple of jars in the corner of the bar over there. We've got things to talk about, haven't we? You can do whatever you want to do, Mr. Rankin. I'm not sure what it means. Can I get in 100? But yeah. Oh, bro, you're one of the funny ones. Listen to this. I should find it. I'm not going to find it because I'm not going to give it the airtime, all of it. One bloke said, all you fools and idiots think that this House of Scrubbage thing is some kind of sort of like organic sort of thing that happened, just naturally. Actually, this is Dangerfield's very clever marketing. Right, 2 points on that clever marketing. One, I said scrubscription once by accident, and then I went, well, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not subscribers, you're scrubscribers. That's where scrubs come from. And then History Bro described the place as the House of Scrubbage. So unless History Bro and me got together and said, hey, I've got this amazing marketing plan where people are going to think something organic happened, and because of that, they're going to feel like they belong. Absolutely absurd. I mean, you could stitch me right up now, bro, and say, yeah, that is what happened. But I mean, it's just madness, just a madness thing. Now, no, you're not going to get any names. And I'll tell you why you're not going to get any names. Because I think some people are just disappointed because they've got it wrong. They haven't quite worked out what I said. They didn't pay attention. And I want to give every single person who give me a load of yap the chance to come back. And the chance to come back without an apology. You don't, nothing. You're there. You get a chance to come back if you want. That's as simple as that. But what were some of the other ones? There were some beautiful ones. There's obviously that you're a grifter because you're a nationalist, and now you're a grifter because you're not a nationalist. I mean, I am still a nationalist. It's just absurd. Didn't say that. I just think it's a terrible. It's terrible optics. The bullet. A community built on happy accidents. Well, I'll give you that. For sure. I'll take that. Not a problem. But the thing is, little bullet, it is. It is, because it started off taking the piss out of 70s adverts. Then it went through a libertarian phase. Then it went through a nationalist phase. And then when you've been in the Times newspaper accused of grooming teenagers sandwiched between terrorists, if you're going to come on the internet without showing your face or telling me what your name is, like about 100 people have, you can really fuck off. You have got no place to judge me and my decisions while you lurk there in the background. No one knows who you are. It's different for you. I've never done that. My full name has been out there since the beginning, and my face has. It's a good try, but you know. Yeah, loads of people have done it, Marzipan. Loads of people have tried to sort of do a kind of an organic group, and it doesn't work because it's not organic. And when it's not organic, it's just like you say. It's just like, yeah, it's funny because we're adults and it was organic, but you can only contrive those sorts of things when you're 7 or 8 or 6. But you know, hello, Michael. Good to see you. Good to see you, Fionn. It's really nice to see some. Hello, Plastic African. Yeah, I will do. I might actually make a video about the whole sort of thing. It's been some really. It's been a really weird thing. And I'm going to show you something now. I'm going to show you something that might. Oi! You have changed lives. You have changed lives. I don't think you saw the photos. Hello, DT. Good to see you. Now, let me show on the same page, absolute life changer. I mean, I'll get in trouble for this. What? He had his contrived marketing plan scrubs. He actually had them helping people, and they fucking did as well. They helped them. I mean, what the fuck is going on? All right, let me just see if I can find the photo, just so that you can see. Hang on a minute. Oh, actually, sorry, it's in a Telegram. This might be a bit hard to find, actually. Hang on, una memento. If you don't understand the lingo, you'll have to go back a few months to the Italian course we done. On the same page, bed in the girlfriend's pad. And it's now got the base as well. And she absolutely loves it. There it is from a different angle. She absolutely loves it. And she had my bed because she took my bed. She wanted my bed. And so I give her my bed and my bed base. We got the landlord's, not the landlord's daughter. That's a great. Stop giving money. People are going to call me names. She took my bed, and then I got the landlord's mate to come with his electric screwdriver, undo the base. We took the base down to hers, fixed all the base in, and then put the money that you donated to getting my bed made bespoke. Now, this is where it's going to blow your mind. Now, don't get me wrong. She got what she wanted. She said, I want your bed, right? But I wanted a massive bed. And so I don't want a base. I don't want bed bases. I'm a little bit Japanese like that. I think I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. So I had a bed because I didn't need a base. That bed base is 230 centimeters by 220. There's no base on it because I don't like them. I don't like bed bases. But 230 times 220 and 25 deep. And I've been sleeping terribly lately. And last night I had the sleep of my life. I've got to get some sheets made, but I rung up the bloke who made my suit and I said, do you know you got any machinists down your pad that will make a couple of bed sheets? And he went, yeah, any size, any style. I said, well, the bed is 220, 230, 25. And he went away. He come back, $7. $7. I said, all right, then do me the one set. That should see me for this year. I mean, that's the problem with bed sheets, isn't it? You have to clean them, and you know, you get them, you put them in the washing machine, you hang them out to dry, and then a year later you got to do it all again. So it's not all great, but anyway, I should actually answer your question. Do you think Ray Winston could quite happily knock Justin Trudeau out? Well, do you know my Ray Winston story when I was in the toilet with him in Jerry's Club in Soho, and he farted, and I was like, "Oh, Ray Winston farted," and he went 1-0, and I yeah. When people are writing you scripts, Ray, it's awesome, but when you're coming at me with the 1-0, But regardless, in answer to your question, yes is the answer. I reckon Winston, it would be a question of just grabbing Trudeau's ears and pushing his head through his face. So, yeah, wonderful. Yeah. You knew you could get away with that because I'm just lurking. Exactly. But we've got a few things. I've got a few things I want to show you. Let's deal with a couple. Oh, I haven't even done the grift yet, have I? I haven't even done the grift, and there's grifts coming in. Let me do the grift. Hang on, because we need some entropies. People are complaining that I ask for donations for my 4 hours streaming a day. They don't do that on the left, you know. On the left, other people in the chat ask for donations. Give this man some money. Give him some money. Fund our movement. Not on the right, though. Oh, no. On the right, you grifter. You 4 hours a day grifter. What? Anyway, it's been a peculiar few days, I can assure you of that. And also, as you all know, I've been fucked. I've been really fucked. I can't give you two. Look, this is why. Let me do this bloody Google thing, and I'll tell you something. I'll tell you why I can't give you details. All right. All right, hang on. 2, 3, 4. I am working on a project at the moment. It's a YouTube project. It's a marketing project. It's nothing to do with this, what I do here. It's a business thing, right? And it's for the business that I am a director of, okay? And I have been working myself silly doing it, doing voiceovers. We're looking at putting graphics on. These ain't my strong points. Trying to do voiceovers around here where there's a lot of noise and you're doing it and then suddenly someone outside goes and you're like, yeah. So the thing is, I can't talk about that side of my life because it involves another 8 people. It involves another 8 people because it's their jobs. And so I can't I can't discuss that side of my life because it involves other people. All right. So I just can't. So the most you're going to get is I've been fucking up at work and I've been falling asleep on my computer at 6 a.m, waking up with 1,000 L's typed, and it should have been Z's really, shouldn't they? And the work not done. And so then you're knackered, and then you've got to do it the next day. But because you're knackered, you just fall asleep again, and this keeps going on. So it's been quite the time. It's been quite the time. And then when I thought I'd do something something that made sense, and took this target off my back, I mean, all sorts of problems. Well, exactly. I never was in any movement. I never was. And people started saying, how did he end up in my movement? Well, I'll tell you how, because people started inviting me on their channels. And then people started saying, why did they invite him on? Well, ask them. Ask them. You know, it was just absurd. Just absurd. Anyway, I think I missed another super chat. So here we go. Lil Bullet. I read your email, mate. There's about 300 in there, and again with this work stuff, that hasn't even been touched. But I did read it because I saw your name, and I want to know what you're thinking. Lil Bullet said, "My recent absence has been because of personal stuff, not current events. As for this nationalist thing, my Nobody Zero account was killed partly because I declared I was one. YouTube reel you in." There you go. There you go. And like people are saying, so you made all your money out of it. And what was it? You made all your money out of it. And you know, after YouTube take their money, after the British government take their tax, the amount of money is ridiculous. People are like, yeah, you're fucking loaded. Are you sure? You sure? But you might want to do the maths. Now, a couple of other things to do with it. I've got to remember this one because it was really good. So one bloke, or about 5 different people, said you should have the bottle to say that your channel's a nationalist channel, right? And like, so what if you get yeeted? At least you had the bottle to stand by what you believed in. Oh, all right then. Imagine that. Let's imagine that across the whole of nationalism, when every channel has been yeeted, right? At least we had the bottle. At least we had the bottle to say what we were, and now we're all gone. Yeah. You should be a military strategist. I mean, you could just tell your men, remove sword, hold at throat, yank. And that's pretty much it. Nice one, Moslab. I'm on it. I got that one. I didn't miss that one. Mr. African. We had a nice chat the other day. Yeah, Chris, you cunt. It's a year I've known you, and this lot a whole year as... Oh, here we go again. And this lot, a whole year as yet my birthday once more closer to 40, baby. Thick skin required for this exposure, mate. Be a witness and a victim. I am assuming that that's a lovely thing you said to me there. I'm always having to sort of interpret what you say, but I always love speaking to you. It was great when you come on the other day. And also, people, I'm going to grass you up a little bit, Plastic African. He emailed me later with a few emails, and he explained why he was in such a pissed off mood, and it was to do with some things in his real life involving nationalism and things. So it was kind of relevant, kind of around the time, you know, as part of what was going on this channel. So there you go. Thank you for the donation, mate. Yeah, you do what you're told. You do what you're told. You do it like them. You do it like they do it. You know, the people who don't show their face, the people who don't say what their names are, the people who don't make content, the people who don't do anything, the people who just tell other people they're doing it wrong. They're the ones. They're the kind of people you want in your army. They're the people you want in your army. Go on, Rags, get them on it. Hoke says he's read one page from the novel. I haven't even written one page. so well, there you go. There you go. Another one. And then that's what I mean. That's what I mean. This is why it's always personal. When the iconoclast said, nah, fuck it, I'm done with YouTube. I'm done with BitChute, right? The iconoclast, I'm done with BitChute. I'm not renouncing nationalism, which is what I also said. He said, I'm just not going to be a public figure anymore. Which isn't what I said. I said I'll still be making a couple of streams a day and I'll still be making the same content. Financial independence, passive revenue streams, presenting yourself well, talking about our ancestral history. Dan didn't. The iconoclast didn't. He just said, I'm done with it. I don't want to be a public figure. Did he get loads of grief? No. No, he didn't. Can't imagine what the difference is between Dan and me. Can't imagine why I've had fucking endless grief. And then also from stuff that people don't even know. One bloke in the chat said, look on the internet, Dangerfield done a show at the Edinburgh Festival called Sex with Children. We don't need degenerates like these cunts in our movement anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you've obviously done your research because it was a show about the sexual abuse I suffered as a child. Oh, sorry, am I not allowed to talk about that? Is that what kind of movement this is? I don't get to talk about my own sexual abuse because you don't like it. You know what? I'll tell you what I've got to say to you. Inhale my balls. Because you're as useless as a glass hammer, mate. Hello, Alan. Hello, Alan. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you too. You noticed the carrot cushion on the old bed there? Good call, good call. Did you see the corn? The corn was on it as well. How have you been, Alan? All right. There's clearly a few people watching this a bit late. Right. Well, we've got a few entropies come through, but we'll look at all of them together rather than check them out in individually, because I have to do a workaround, and if I'd rather do the workaround once. Yeah, I thought that didn't make sense at the end there. Yeah, was and not a victim. Yeah. Thank you, Plastic African. I realised that last sentence was contradictory, so I thought that you might have said that. Didn't get any shit though, did he? Didn't get the shit I've got, even though all I said was I'm taking the target off my back. They're not going to be able to write about me in the newspapers. Chris Dangerfield, who talks about fine tailoring, investing in stocks, financial independence. The only thing they've got on me is nationalism, which they haven't got on me anymore. It doesn't work. It doesn't look good. It's making us look bad. It needs to be removed from the or an movement. And I'm going to show you something in a minute that's going to blow your mind. Height. Dawn Browning said this. I was there the moment you fluffed up subs and scrubs. Whether it was marketing or come on, Dawn, was it marketing or not is over my head. All I know is you spent hours replying and Skyping, prepping and planning for these streams. Reply to Sarah. I have replied to Sarah. Do you mean via email? I've got about 300 emails. I've got so much work on. Sarah knows I absolutely love her. I said it to her yesterday. I will. I definitely will. But I've got to get this work done. I shouldn't even be streaming now. I'd like to say that all my staff are working, but 2 of them are in the chat. The business is going well. Pair of cunts. I bet you see me in here and thought, well, if he's in there. Hello, Emma. How are you, my love? Looking beautiful as ever. Thank you, Dawn, for that donation. Much appreciated. Well, Lomax, I know it's a joke, but you know, you're not making the kind of comments that they're making. You know, they haven't got a fucking leg to stand on. It's just terrible. Hello, Alan. We've been here. Well, I'm going to show you something now. That might be might come as a surprise to you. Sometimes I haven't. Sometimes I am aware they're there and I've either dealt with them or I haven't. Have I missed anyone's super chats? No, I haven't. There's got Margin Walker, John Francis on Entropy. The super chats are coming through on Entropy. That's all right. What are we wanting in the chat for? What am I missing here? Robert Rankin was born a nationalist. Well, you weren't, but I can understand why you'd like to say that. But the point is, it's gonna cause you problems. It identifies you. And when the climate has changed, You know, the media have done their job on it. They've done their job on it. And now if you're a nationalist, you're a racist. If you're a nationalist, you're hateful. You know, and even when I tried to talk about hello Moslab, hello Jake, even when I tried to talk about an international nationalism where we can support ourselves, we can put pools of money together for legal challenges and use numbers. I got called out for that. What kind of nationalist wants to support Indian nationalists? A nationalist, maybe. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow minds. And it shouldn't actually. It should make you realize what I'm saying. Where is it? Hang on a minute. There's 1, 2, and I think there's one more. Right, we've got that one. Hello, Jared. Our pals on the firm. Investing in stocks is far right. If you're working class, that is. We will be having our stocks and shares stream soon. Everyone's invited. You don't have to be on free trade. We can just talk about how we're doing, how we're picking what we're investing in. Doesn't matter if you're investing £1, £2, £5, 20 grand. There's a few people have told me they've invested 20 grand. But we can just talk about, you know, sites we're using to understand what's a good bet. You know, if we can put any tips people's way, should be a good stream. Right, I've got something to show you. Let me deal with these super chats. I'm going to show you something incredible. Mr. Raven Brianscroft, the naysayers will attack no matter what. Yes, but Brian, they didn't, Dan. They didn't, the iconoclast. This is personal. I've had it all my life. Is Mark in the chat? Mark, are you in the chat? Charlie Sparkles says, boring streams at Steerpike. Can't say I recall a single one in all my time here. There you go. What a wonderful thing to say. Unlike that well-known name Steerpike that we're all familiar with, that's regularly here. Oh, Steerpike, that old fella. Incredible. Is Mark here? Or is he actually doing some work? Hello, Gaffney. Here you go, a tenner on my birthday. Whoa, 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 whoa. How do we do this one? It's got to be a gaff in the chat. Gaff in the chat. Gaff in the chat. 21 again, is it, Gaff? Out shooting guns. See you later, Jess. Take care, love. Laura Taylor said goodbye to YouTube. She won't be unloading anymore. Fucking grifter. Fucking grifter. I wonder whether she'll get any of that. Have we got this gaff in the chat for Gaffney's birthday? And thanks for that tenner. Hello, Ted. Ted, I've got about 300 emails racked up, so I don't know if I've got one back from you from the last one. And again, don't feel obliged, but if you want to, the option's there, because that's what I want those emails for. People in your kind of situation who have got things going on that I've got a little bit of experience with. I haven't seen it. Here they come. There's all the gaffs. We got the gaffs. There's always a slight thing. Alistair, I saw you saying you were doing the off. In the chat, you said you were doing the off. Everyone is welcome back if you've changed your mind, but I thought you said you were done. Motorway Roswell sent me an email, but to the wrong email. Well. Yeah, oh, pal, I thought that was quite a beautiful thing as well. Yeah, but Ted, I'm never too snowed under for people in that sort of situation. Literally, no. I can push certain things to the side, and I can put other things to the top, and you're welcome. The European housewife is on the firm. William Runner wants to know what it's like in Cambodia. What, this bare-chested nationalist from his base in Cambodia? It's nice out here. I mean, it's as good as it is bad. It's very difficult. The mother-in-law needed an eye test and some glasses today, and that was just fucking hell. That was dramas. The bullet. I wouldn't mind showing my face, but the holes in my head would make a lot of people faint or throw up. No, they do neither, actually, because you're loved and adored round here, and they'd actually just be happy to see you. But you don't have to do that. You're still adored and loved. I mean, if you wanted to do that as a way of coming to terms with it, as a way of saying, all right, people, I've got this going on, you're more than welcome. But you don't have to. You're a little bullet, for fuck's sake. Alistair says, I'm just puzzling my way through the weird cultural phenomenon that is internet mudslinging. I may have got the wrong end of the stick. You don't have, I was about to say you don't have to apologise, and you haven't, thankfully. But it's fucking weird what's happening. The basic premise of my content was I'm taking the target of nationalism off my back, but I'll be pretty much doing the same content. And fuck me, did I cop it. Even from high-ranking scrubs. And I just was like, what? Wow. Wow, there's some angry people out there. Chrissy! Morning, Chris and Scrubs. I just cooked bacon and set the fire alarm off. Yeah, but you get all those firemen come around, so you know, slip into something a little bit more uncomfortable. That was really weird, wasn't it, that one? Right, I'm keeping an eye on entropy because we'll go through some of them at the end. That ain't loud enough for sure. The entropy link is in the description, and I'll put it in the chat. If you're gonna, it's better to use entropy because YouTube do not get a penny. YouTube do not get a penny from an entropy donation, and I get taxed half as much as YouTube do. I understand sometimes it's easier to go with super chat, so you know, whatever you want to go. Right, hang on. You distance yourself from nationalism, and you're surprised that nationalists take no. I distance myself from the target nationalism. As I said, I'll still be making the same content. So where's the difference? I've actually made myself stronger. I've actually made my ability to do the work I do as a nationalist stronger. I mean, what a terrible thing to do. We should really remain weak. We should really identify ourselves and have big flags. Do we just show the media? Come and get me, shut me down, like they do frequently, regularly. So yeah, that is. I was surprised that they took exception. RMF, am I missing something? Has Chris become persona non grata in the movement? Well, the movement I never joined. I was invited on a load of shows. Then I got accused of, how did he end up in our movement anyway? And I was like, well, because people invited me on their shows. I haven't been able to win here at all. Now, I don't give a shit because we've created a community here. And even after that bullshit the other day, doing a stream at an odd time that I never do, I've still got nearly 200 people watching. So absolutely lovely. But I'm going to show you something. That I got that Margin Walker. I'll be reading that out when I go through all of those. Right, now check this out. Hello, son of me. Right, we're going to have a look at the PA website. And I think PA are doing the best work at the moment for people of the UK. I think setting up local communities which will grow is essential. It's not just good work. It's essential if we stand any chance of reclaiming our lands, right? This isn't me slagging off PA. I get on very well with Mark. I get on with Laura. I talk to them both. Mark, the other day, as soon as I made that video, Mark straight away, do you want to chat? Should we have a phone call? We've still got to do that, and we will do it. Oh, look at this. Look. Yeah, still grifting after throws half his Audi Andy under the bus. Yeah, still grifting. Just what? I tell you what, still banning, that's for sure. I've certainly thrown one of my Audi Andy under the bus. Fucking mug. Right, I want to show you something, right? And I want you to pay attention to this. Before I do it, remember what I just said. I support the work PA are doing. I think that Mark and Laura are doing incredible work. I think that Patriotic Chris is doing incredible work. All that scene, I think, are doing brilliant work. Many abandoned Dylan when he began playing electric. Tell it walking. What's that? Right. So listen, I think that setting up local communities all over the country is essential, and probably our only chance at this stage, because as they grow, they become strong. That's collectivizing. That's what the globalist machine has prevented us from doing, to make us weak so that they can move other people in. That's the basics. It's the basics of demographic replacement. So I'm all over PA. I can't remember, Mark, why I wanted to talk to you now. And I love you, European housewife. No scrubs have been banned unless they turn up just to say something stupid. I can't remember why I needed to talk to Mark now. Oh, yeah. Right, Mark. So I was just saying to everyone, when Dan the Iconoclast said, I'm walking away from all this, I don't want to be a public figure anymore. I'm not having a BitChute channel. I'm done with YouTube. I'm walking away. He got next to no grief. Most people would just said, I'm just a bit sad. When I done it, and I didn't even walk away, I just said, I'm not gonna call my channel a nationalist channel because it puts a target on my back, and I have got so much grief. Now, you have known me since we were 11, right? Have people taken a disliking to me in the 30 odd years that we've known each other for no reason? Have we been out in groups and suddenly someone just decides to pick on me? You cunt, Dangerfield. I'm like, what? Has that something that you've witnessed? There you go, Gaff. There you go, Gaffney. And that was the next thing I was going to say. And there you go, Mark. Constantly. And those two comments go together. People with very little to offer, they see someone who's got something to offer, and they just think, nah, fuck this, I ain't having it. I'm gonna let this cunt know I don't like him, and I'm gonna get everyone else involved not liking him because they're threatened by me. Mark has known me more than 30 years, and he has seen it time and time again. And it's because exactly why Schrodinger's Gaffney has said those two comments couldn't have come at a better time. So anyway, thank you, Mark, and thank you, Gaffney. That those two things came brilliant. Yeah, for sure. It's brilliant. I think they're brilliant. And they know I think that. And, you know, I had conversations with Mark where I said to him, we really shouldn't have gone on each other's shows because I don't think that's reflected well on you. And then we've had those conversations because you have to be strategic. You have to understand how the game works, right? So this isn't me slagging off PA. I'm in full support of them. Listen to what I've said. They are probably the only effective strategy we've got at the moment to reverse and to reclaim our ancestral homelands. Did you all hear that? Not the obvious people who did hear it because they're not dopey, but the weirdos who just seem to make up things that I didn't even say. On the same page said, I probably missed a loop, but what happened to Earthling Cole? I thought he was well funny. I don't know what happened to Earthling Cole, to be honest with you. Sort of comes and goes, doesn't he? Good call, our pal. He says, all those birds you've done made me jealous. I mean, made them jealous. That's quite good. By quite good, I mean mediocre. Hello, Rambling Man. Been around here from about the first 5 or 10 people. Damn, Chris, you got it bad, undeserved. Yeah, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Nothing I can't handle. Life I've had. Right, but now I'm going to show you something. I just wanted you to all understand my thoughts on PA, because now I'm going to show you something, right? We're going to share screen. We're going to go over here. We're going to go over to the PA website. Right, this is the PA website, right? Let's go to about. So this is about, right? This is about Patriotic Alternative. It's got all this stuff in it. It's got some lovely pictures of Mark and Laura. Got some things that they've done and a load of writing there, right? We'll do a little Control and F, and we'll see how many times nationalism comes up. Oh, none. No, it doesn't get a single mention. What about nationalist? Oh, there you go. One. Once on about. Let's go to news. Let's go to news. Right. Plenty of stuff there. Plenty of stuff there. This one's a bit of a weirder one, actually, because these are articles, so you're only getting the first page. So you're only getting the introduction. So we'll leave that. How about our plan? Because our plan is their big one. That's their one where, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all that, loads. Look, goes up there, goes up to 20. Let's do a little Control and F. Nationalist. None. Not a single mention of nationalists. Let's try nationalism. Oh, none. In their 20-point plan on our plan, not a single mention of nationalism or nationalist. Let's have a look at demographics, which you'd consider the big one. Plenty of information here. Loads of writing. Loads of writing. Let's have a look. Do the old Control and F. Nationalism. Oh, none. None. In demographics, there's none. What about nationalist? Oh, none. Absolutely none. I mean, need I go on? Is the point made? I think I've made that point clear enough, haven't I? It's not good optics. It's a big target on your back. And the media, they look for it because then they can use it. Then it can be the headline. White nationalists. It's not healthy. It's not good. We need to move on from it. What you will find on that website, loads, is patriotic or patriotic, however you want to pronounce it. Do you see my point? And my point is, they didn't watch my video a couple of days ago and go, oh, he's got a point there, hasn't he? He's got a point. Quick, go through the website and quickly take out all the nationalists and nationalism. No. They worked bloody hard on it. They thought very hard about what they were writing. They had other people involve themselves in what they were writing about and how they were saying it and how they were going to appeal to the normies, how they were going to appeal to your regular common folk of the United Kingdom. And they realised that word carried too much baggage. So they didn't use it. And that's what I done. And that's it. This channel will be the same as it was before I made that video. I'm just not a nationalist because it's a word that does me damage. It's a word that does me damage. It doesn't help me. It makes me a target. It makes me a teen groomer. It gets me put in paragraphs where people have actually done terrorist acts. There was one above me, one below me. And in the middle, this bare-chested Cambodian nationalist. What? Fucking hell. Seems a little bit tight. Lil Bullet says, I'm waiting for YouTube to get me for the new slogan I've been leaving in the comments, the right to be white. I don't think it will go down well. No, of course it won't. You can't say that. You ain't got no rights to be white. No, keep me posted. But it might be before the end of this stream, which is going to be in about 5 minutes. So there you go. So thank you very much. First thing I want to say. Yeah, you're right, Lomax. Yeah, we need to think about it. We need to think about it. We need to really think about how we do this. So you raise a very important question. It is a problem and it requires a solution. You know, I haven't got all the answers. I haven't even got all the fucking questions. But this is how they operate. These people, and they always have done. They've done this since the Russian Revolution. Get hold of language. Get hold of language. Because language represents thought. And if you can get hold of language, you can get hold of thought. And if you can get hold of thought, you're fucking strong. You're powerful. I got hell the other day for saying Chris, you do, for saying Chris, you do you, but you do you. Amazing, isn't it? You said that. You had your opinion, and someone else, I'm assuming this was in the comment section. You said you do you, and I bet some people went, no, he shouldn't do him. He should do something else. These aren't the people that are going to save Europe. These people are part of the problem. They're fucking donuts. And I'm just not in it. I'm just not part of it. I do what I do. I tell you, you know what my project is for this year. Financial independence, passive revenue streams, presenting yourself well in the classic European English style, investing, building communities, which is what I was doing before I made that video. The only difference is I've taken that massive thing off my head that said, shoot me. It didn't help. Moslab says, if I thought for a second Dangerfield's core beliefs did 180 degrees, I'd be gone. They haven't. Read between the fucking lines, dummies. Yeah, thank you, Moslab. Exactly. It's that obvious, isn't it? It's that obvious. I didn't come on here and say, by the way, people, I'm not going to... This channel is no longer identifying as a nationalist channel. I'm actually a communist. So don't worry, I'll still be talking about suits and investments. That weren't what happened, was it? I was really disappointed by the fucktardery that has come out of it. And actually, the one saving grace is I won't have to deal with those cunts anymore. I won't have to deal with them talking in the chats about me, because it'll be like, well, I'm nothing to do with you. I'm not in your gang. So before we go, what did we make of Semiagog? Although, of course, people dug me out there as well. Very disappointed with this one, Semiagog. You can do far better than this one. I thought it was 2.5 hours of very entertaining chat. What did we make of the Semiagog chat? If you didn't enjoy it, for fuck's sake, tell me, and that's no problems. But I thought it was quite a good laugh. What have we got going on here? Yeah, I wouldn't put that past them. Actually, I wouldn't put that past them. Just Sean thought it was excellent. What Tyler loved it. Yeah, Metacore would have been good. I have enough faith to think he'd have probably sided with me because he was rational like that. Terrible shame, eh? The Metacore thing. It's still around. It's still around. You can still watch it. Dawn Browning was most delightful. Telford Tidge enjoyed it. Hadn't listened to him before. Well, we're doing another one. He's coming on my channel. So that should be good. That's on the 5th of March. 3 o'clock UK afternoon time. It'll be on my channel. It's not going to be the same thing either. We're talking about semiotics and human presence and meaning. No, you've made a mistake. Lomax says, and to follow my last point, nationalist succinctly defines a position. Well, it doesn't, because nationalists, you can see nationalists arguing with each other all night on what it actually means. So how do you identify yourself without the signifier? Well, you identify with a signified. You identify with yourself with what your actions and your intentions are about, rather than the signifier, which is just a word. You actually deal with the meaning of the word rather than the word. It was a great stream, terrible relationship advice, which was meant to be the plan. We've got a stream coming up where we're going to have a couple of submariners on. I found another submariner. So I've just got to ask one of the other ones if they'll come on. And we've got 2 people who've spent 6 months underwater in submarines. And I mean like in submarines, not just in a swimming pool. I mean like in the sea and that. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good conversation. The reason I asked him to do it was when he talked about it in his last stream about semiotics, he didn't get to all the self-present. He didn't get to all the human presence stuff. And for me, that's where it gets interesting. So I offered it and he said yes. And I'm also going to be on Ed Dutton's show. So I've just got to sort out the when, and I will be on the Jolly Heretic. And I wonder if he'll still have me on, knowing that he's going to get a lot of grief because of this. But he's a brave and strong lad. I'm sure be water off a duck's back for him. I mean, Charlie, I did have a brief to be particularly unpleasant and sort of push things to their logical conclusion. A lot of what I said I actually believe, but because it was meant to be an entertaining stream, a lot of it I pushed on quite a lot. So so I don't know. All right, people. Yeah. That's what I'll call it. If anyone can get a play on words on Das Boot, I will use that. It wasn't actually a movie. It was a series. I think it was a 6-part series that they edited it together to make a 2.5-hour movie out of. It was originally a TV series. I think I'm right about that. But if anyone can get a decent play on words around Das Boot, that would be great. Let's have a look at these super chats. Entropies, I mean. Apologise. Oh, let me get this off of there. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to see ya. Right, let's make that a bit bigger so that more of you might be able to see it. Right, we had Dawn Brownings, we had Allens, we done Bullets. The ones that aren't in colour, they're super chats. We've had on the same page yet. So Margin Walker said, I've only been a scrub for about 2 months, but Foxtrot Oscar, the haters, the whole nationalism thing. I come from Ron Paul libertarianism as well, so I get it. Love the e-reader, by the way. Selling my books as soon as possible. Yeah, man, you're on it. You're absolutely on it. You're talking about Kindle desktop publishing. Did you read Write, Publish, Repeat? Is that the one you're talking about? Write, Publish, Repeat. We had Chrissy, we had Bullet, we had Gaffney, we had Brian, Plastic, Dawn, Plastic. John Francis said, hello, everyone. Hey, you okay? Good vid to you all. Thanks as always. John Francis sent that one twice. Cheeky little double. Cheeky little schizophrenic. Margin Walker said, no skin in the game equals not allowed to criticise. Fully on board with that. Taleb's right. Yeah, exactly. Don't say your name. Don't show us your face. But call me out. Call me out when I'm trying to protect myself. Yeah, wonderful. Great comment. Great stuff. Love the lot of you. We've had 190 people watching. And listen, if any of you get talking to any other scrubs in any other any other chats, you tell them whatever they've said about me in other comments, they're all welcome back. They don't need to apologise. I am the master of knowing that I've made mistakes and I've said things that I shouldn't have said. Just let them know they're welcome back. They won't be judged, and they can come back. There might be something there actually. No, that it's got. Oh, hang on. There's something there actually, man. On the same page said, do you remember Pipkins or the Fraggles? Well, the van that they had in Pipkins was a Morris 1000, which was what my father used to drive around at the same time as when Pipkins was on. So I was very in touch with Pipkins. Fraggles, not so much my thing. A lot later, I was doing LSD by the time the Fraggles were on. And to be honest, I didn't really need to watch the Fraggles when I was on LSD. Sam Hercher says, yes, Dangers and Semio was absolutely brilliant. Well matched. Love them both. 5th of March, my channel, 3 o'clock UK time in the afternoon. We'll be chatting again. And it'll be good stuff. Nice one, Sam. Appreciated. Right, what have I got to do now? Let's not bodge this up. We're going to do a bit of that. We're going to do a bit of that. Well, I've got to say, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. It's been always practicing that drum roll. It's been an absolute pleasure coming on here, talking to That's shoe. It's been an absolute pleasure coming on here, talking to people who have been part of a community that I've needed in the past and that I know have needed each other. And at least on a weird time of day, which isn't my usual time of day, to have 200 people in here, absolutely lovely. I might do a stream later tonight. I've got to get this work done. I've just ditched out. Hang on a minute. Al Mac, don't listen to the gobshittery. Carry on with what you're doing. 95% here, maybe gnats, but they are. But there's more than one way to skin a squirrel. Yeah, no problem. They're the people I want here. You know, that's the weird thing. I've just been told something. RJ Stitch is 3 days off the tackle. Where are you? How do we know that? How do we know that? Where is it? Where do we know that? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Good Lord, I can't find it. Oi, 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 oi. I'm 3 days straight off the brown. I was a bastard the last few weeks. Okay, you've apologised. You've only got to do it once. Apology accepted, certainly by me. And you've just done 3 days off the tackle. Reclaim your future. Can we have a 3 in the chat for RJ Stitch, please? And mate, you've done 3 days. You've only got to do 4 days now. And when you've done 4 days, you've only got to do 5. And before you know it, it was some grotty thing in the past that took all the, as Jason Pearson Spiritualized says, there's a hole in the arm where all the money goes. You can reclaim your future and you can have the most wonderful life, or you can carry on doing that bullshit and it's hardly worth being alive. 3 in the chat for RJ Stitch. Absolutely brilliant. Keep us informed. When you get to another one, when you get to 10 days, let us know. Then 50, then 100, you know, like that. Hello, Wriggle. You're 1 hour, 11 minutes and 59 seconds late. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, Scrubs. I fucking loves you, Scrubs. I loves you. Sorry about my mystical, magical marketing work that's had you all under my spell for so long. But we certainly do have a laugh. I might do a stream tonight, depending on how much of this work I get done. Look after yourself. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. It's happened again, and I've got to have a word with these people. This is bullshit. Sorry about the swearing. It's been quite a sweary stream, hasn't it? Take care, people. Thank you for everyone who engaged in the chat. Thank you for everyone donated who would have absolutely pissed the piss off of the haters. They would have been stamping their feet on the floor, throwing their rattles out of their prams like nobody's business, which is just lovely just a lovely thing to ponder. And I might see you later, if not tomorrow morning. Go on, get out. You got homes to go to, ain't you? Fuck's sake.
All the world loves a lover. All the girls in every land are meant to know. The joy of loving is to live in the world of man love. There's a someone waiting for you.
Can you imagine them rags? But like proper cartoon characters.
Music starts to play, night will turn to day. Darkness disappears when the one you love is near. You're in man love. All the world loves the lover. All the girls in every land are meant to know.
Don't forget, some of us have work to get back to.
In the world of man love, there's a place that is waiting for you. A world where the best in life is free, where time is always spring, happiness is king. The dreams you dream come true when the one you love loves you. You're in man love.
Now I'm going to take a punt and suggest that it's Friday. If it is, enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I'll see you in the morning. No gin. Do not end up at the raffles drinking gin. Ta-da!
loves a lover. All the girls in every land, a man to know. Joy of loving is to live in the world of man and God.
Song d'amour. Ratatata. Son chant d'amour.